What's up, everybody? This is Peter again for Sports Hot Rumors and Debates. How are you guys? Bef- Usually I make football videos, but I definitely want to shout out my Memphis Grizzlies, who I've been a Grizzly fan for over 20 something years, and I come from before the grit and grind era. And whoever watches basketball, if you did watch basketball, or if you're not a subscriber or whatever it is, so yesterday Memphis had one of the best comebacks in playoff history, right? And Memphis is a team that nobody's seen coming, right? Especially after they got rid of Jonas and everything. And even myself, got very upset at that move. But if you watch the Grizzlies yesterday, you're seeing a team of why for the next 10 to 12 years how dangerous they're going to be, right? I don't know if they win the championship this year, but I do think it's going to be them and Golden State that are going to battle out, and whoever comes out of that series is probably going to go to the championship. I don't see Phoenix going this year. That's just the truth. Chris Paul and them just is destined to never win a championship. So that's my opinion. I don't think they're doing it, but you never know. But here's the thing: Memphis and Ja yesterday, and Ja didn't even have a great game, but the defense was, you got to give, Patrick Beverly is a monster. He's a pain in the ass, but if he's on your team, you love him. And the way they were playing Memphis, they were hitting every shot. If you watch the Grizzlies, which I catch every game from in the season, they and Minnesota play always down to the wire. Minnesota has talent, right? You're talking about three really great scorers in Edwards, Russell, and Karl Anthony Towns, and then you got guys like Vanderbilt and Beverly who just do the little things, and then they're always doing well. So Memphis, this is not just people make a mistake because they're like, oh, they're a number 7 team. They're a number 7 team that won a lot of games and are very dangerous and have the most thing called momentum coming into the playoffs, but it doesn't matter. Memphis went to a team's home, got down by 26, came back, cut the lead to like 8, and then all of a sudden then down again by 20 something, and going into the fourth quarter they were down by like I think 17 or 18, and they still made another comeback. So what does that tell you about the Grizzlies? They don't give up, right? And they kept going to the line. They were in foul trouble all the time, and it didn't matter because they had somebody off the bench doing well. If it wasn't Brandon Clark, if it wasn't Desmond Bain hitting shots, it was Tyus Jones hitting shots, right? Now Desmond is one of the best shooters. He's a starter, right? But he was playing well when the bench was in. So he can. It's just a matter of it. He doesn't need Ja to like set him up. He doesn't need. Dylan Brooks had a horrible game, and he doesn't need Ja to set him. They can play with their bench guys. There's no one combo that's gonna do it. They have anybody on the floor. Their center, who's been great all year, Adams, didn't even play. He was out. Right, Jaren Jackson got into foul trouble quick. He was out, and the combination, Kyle Anderson, Memphis is a team that honestly, it doesn't matter who's on the floor. And I don't know if you guys know, but they got a guy Conchar who he can come off the bench, who's a really good player. He's not even playing. So Memphis has a team that is a scary team, and they're just going to get better. What they do, they need to hit their free throws, right? That's one, and two, they need to just make sure they stay out of foul trouble, and that's the number one thing, because that's what I see when you play great teams. And if you're going to play Golden State, which I know you will, right? When you play Golden State, you cannot get into foul trouble too much, because you know how quickly you can go down. And with Jordan Poole now being this other guy with Curry and then Clay, and then as much as I can't stand Draymond, with that guy on the floor, these guys are just going to be a really, really good team. So that series, the one thing that Memphis has is they will have home advantage, which they never usually do, right? So if it does come down to a game 7, which I think it will, I love the chances of the Grizzlies, being there. But even whatever happens, how could you not love the way the Memphis Grizzlies are playing, right? If you're not a Grizzly fan, which I know this, unless you're in Memphis, and I'm one of those rare guys who's in New York who loves the Cardinals of Arizona and the Diamondbacks in baseball, even though they're terrible, and then the Grizzlies I love. I'm just not a New York guy, because I love, you like to go pick the different teams, and I'm loyal to a fault. But the Grizzlies, man, like, that team has been just so much fun to watch all year. So if you're not a fan, take a look at how they play the game, right? Ja is just incredible. I get terrified that he falls on the floor 100 times because, with him out, I know the Grizzlies, the other mistake that people make is, oh, you played well without Ja. You're better without, whoever says you're better without Ja should never watch basketball. right? I mean, just stop it. We've played better some games, right? But you're not in the playoffs. You're not playing amazing teams. You need Ja on the floor. He just does things that nobody else can do, and he's getting better and better. A couple years ago he couldn't shoot, and now his shot got better. He's just tough as hell. He's getting stronger. The guy is phenomenal, right? So if my Grizzlies, I love them so much. Watch them. Tell me what you think, because this is a team that for years is going to be fun to watch. And shout out to each one of them. I'm sure nobody's going to watch the video that I'm making, but shout out to them, and I'm really excited to see them beat Minnesota. I don't know what's going to happen the next game. Regardless, Memphis took home advantage back, but that was a punch in the mouth right there to the to the Minnesota, and that might be the knockout thing, to know that they went up by that much, and that usually sucks the energy out of a team. So Memphis very well could win the next 2 games and put it away in 5, which I think will happen, and I think Golden State will sweep Denver, which I hope they don't, because I want them to get a little tired, and you're going to see a phenomenal series coming up. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you later. Bye.